The residents awakened to the benefits of building. The residents went to till the fields. The residents went to water the crops. Oh, now this base is actually mine. Tran learns a load of new recipes. Nice, I can start building stuff. I don't know what you just did, but it was pretty spectacular. It's like the whole place has been filled with some kind of strange power. Marauding mollusks, builder. What have you done? What is this energy flowing through me? My whole body's been filled with a yearning to create. I've got an uncontrollable urge to go and tell the field. I hoped this would happen. All the power you collected was unleashed when you rang that bell. It opened our eyes to the wonder of building. It looked like it even inspired you. Now you can build simple stools, simple small tables, and chests. Is that so? We can certainly use furniture around here. You can make all of that, can you? You builders really are amazing. Alright, Tran, we're all very impressed. You can stop posing now. From now on, you will have the full cooperation of Perry and I. Let us rebuild the great farm and restore this place to its former glory. We shall tend to the fields from the moment we wake up in the morning to the moment we fall asleep at night. No crop shall remain unwatered on my watch. That's fantastic, isn't it, Tran? Now we can all work together to see Furrow Farm reborn. Residents will behave differently depending on the time of day, and the type of room they're in. They're entitled to lives outside of farm work, you know. No, they're not! That went even better than I'd imagined. Who'd have thought that those two would ever get so fired up about building? It seems that whenever you build things for us, or when we manage to make things ourselves, our emotions overflow and turn into those funny fragments that only you can see. And then when you collect enough of that emotional energy and pour it into ringing the bell, everyone becomes better at building, including you. If I'm right about this, and I'm sure I am, these overflowing emotions are the key to getting Furrowfield Farm back on its feet. Collect as many as you can, and make us all the best builders we can be. My whole body's brimming with building power. I need to do some plowing. I tend to get a good night's sleep each night so that I can arise bright and early to till the fields and ensure our crops grow up strong and healthy. Okay, now that Bonanza and Perry are finally in the mood to help, we can take Operation Furrowfield Farm to the next level. Right, problem is the farm needs soil and seeds, and it looks like you're fresh out of both. Well, any ideas, Tran? Ha! For a mob who hates builders, you lot certainly seem to be lost without one. What's the story there anyway? What's so bad about builders? Come on, let's get to the root of this. Of course, the root. Well, I suppose it's more of a bulb, really. Whatever it is, it certainly isn't a cabbage. This can be the next thing we grow. Here you go, Tran. Tran can't hold any more items. I always suspected it might be special, so I kept it hidden away this whole time. Huh? Hey Tran, get a load of that. The platform, it's glowing. It must be because you're a builder and you're holding the bulb. Go on, Tran. Plant the light bulb in the light and let's see what happens. I'm not actually holding the bulb. I need to discard. Inventory. Okay, you just fling it away. That's fine. It works for me. Tran gently presses the light bulb into the soft soil. Could this be? Oh, fiddlesticks, we've really gone and done it this time. The Master of Destruction is sure to strike us down. The Master of Destruction? Who the heck's that? What? Have you really never heard of the Master of Destruction? Does that mean that you don't know about the Children of Hargon either? I see. So you weren't just playing dumb. You really don't know about the evils of building. We've been talking at cross purposes this whole time. Let me explain. Everyone in Furrowfield follows the teachings of High Priest Hargon, handed down to us by his illustrious children. On this island, building isn't only forbidden, it's a serious sin. Huh? It's what? Rosie! Rosie! We're in a whole heap of trouble here. The pastor's on his way over. He must have seen the light from the tree. Hey Tran, look! What in the name of Hargon is happening here? Hold on, before we get into that, let me pick up this oil. What exactly is a pastor, anyway? So far it seems like it's just a weirdo who turns up uninvited and shuts at people. Beep! How did the children of Hargon find out about us so quickly? How did the pastor get her so fast? I never expected the pastor to turn up unannounced. I think it's only going to talk to the pastor, not Harry. Who planted this tree? Answer me, faithless wretches! I like how I like how my friend's hiding behind me. What? Building a farm, you say? Heresy! How dare you sully my island with the sinful stain of creation! You will pay dearly for this! Wow! I'm sorry! The fields and the cabbages are my ideas. Look, don't punish Tran just because he's a builder. A builder? This witless-looking whelp? Wait, this tree. Could it really be? Could it really be what? If you know something about it, then spit it out. If I'm not mistaken, this is a young Dia tree, the sacred sentinel of the Furrowfield Forest, beneath whose blessed boughs this isle once flourished. Hear me, my wayward vassals. I have had a change of heart. I have seen the fruits of your labors, and I have decided to forgive you your sins. My superiors need not know of your arboreal indiscretion. I will keep your secret so long as you keep growing this tree, but should it dwindle and die, then so shall you! Grow the tree? But I really don't know how to... You need not worry on that account, my child. Furrowfield's most ancient legends tell of exactly what one must do to see a Dia tree grow tall and strong. You must harvest 15 cabbages. Furrowfield was once far famed for its succulent cabbages. I trust that you can live up to these expectations. Should you lack sufficient seeds, I suggest you seek out more yourselves. You must harvest 50 sheaves of wheat. The people of Furrowfield once enjoyed a wide range of foods, and wheat formed the cornerstone of many a delicious dish. You may find you need to travel afar to find the seeds you need. You must till 50 blocks of earth. Furrowfield was once a farmer's paradise, with fields stretching out as far as the eye can see, and no farm can operate without plowed soil. 50 squares will suffice. If you cannot find enough clean soil, I recommend you find some means of making more. I've heard of this so-called Dia tree. It was a mighty magical tree that protected all life on Furrowfield, or so they say. If that's true, then if we really can grow a new Dia tree, we might be able to bring light and life back to the island after all. Hold on, a creepy monster turns out of the blue and suddenly you're going along with everything he says? What makes you think he can be trusted? We have a live one, I see. Such a spirited soul would make a fine offering to the Master of Destruction. Don't make a fuss, Malra. We're not in a position to argue here. You too, Tran. I can't do this without you. Please say that you'll help us grow the Dia tree and bring the Furrowfield farm back to life. Nope. But I can't do it on my own. We'll only succeed if we work together. Please, won't you help? Fine. Yippee! Thank you, Tran. I knew you wouldn't let me down. A wise decision, young builder. Should you lose sight of your goal, I would bid you speak with me once more. I don't know where we're going to find wheat seeds to plant or any more earth to till, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. For now, let's concentrate on growing the cabbages. If we all work together, we'll have these tasks done in no time. Before that, now that I think, yeah, I own the base because it says level 1, 330 to go. It didn't say that before. I'm gonna fortify this place, because I know that monsters attack, at least in Dragon Quest Builder 1 they did. Perhaps I should brick this tree after all. Complete the 3 tasks and tend to its growth, or else. I never expected the pastor to appear out of the blue like that. It scared the living daylight out of me, so it did. And on top of that, he turns out to be interested in that tree you planted. Why do you not believe all this children of Hargon rubbish anyway? Look at your pastor, he's dressed like someone's grandmother. To tell you the truth, I've never given it much thought before. I've been a believer since as long as I can remember. That's just the way it's always been. Oh, before I forget, Tran, have you tried eating one of those cabbages you harvested? You're gonna be growing a great big pile of the things, so you may as well know just how delicious they are. Go on and have a nibble on one of the cabbages now, why don't you? Actually, let's cook it first and see if I still get credit for that. Not that I have room for it. Place, cook. Place, cook. Place cook. Place cook. I can build a chest. I need some of those. I need one of those. Alright, let's discard inventory. Toss this again. Oh, I went way far. You can store items in chests. Use them to tidy up your inventory or fill them with food for your residents to eat. I don't want them to eat anything. Does it still access it? Yeah, it does. 278 wood. Cool. Alright, let's see if this activates my quest. I should probably do it right in front of him. You gonna try some then? Yeah, let's eat one right here. Hold on, I skipped past it. Hello, Tran. You had one of those cabbages yet? You went through all the trouble to grow them, and the pastor says you have to grow a bunch more too, so you might as well get used to nibbling them. Good thing I kept one. Well then, Tran, let's make a start on these tests, shall we? First we grow a new deer tree, then we rebuild Fortified Farm. If we can grow a new deer tree, maybe we can rebuild Fortified Farm after all. We have to try, so let's try together. If you're ever not sure what to do next, just see what plants we need to grow for the deer tree, plant the right seeds, and wait. Speaking of which, I explained how to grow cabbages before, but did you want me to go over it again to jog your memory? Nope. I don't know why I even asked, but if you ever need a refresher, just say the word, alright? Brings you great joy to watch me eat, huh? Amazing! You had one of them cabbages, didn't you? Good and filling, wasn't it? They'll do a fine job of healing your wounds, too. There ain't much on this island in the way of curatives, so you're gonna need to eat your greens while you're here. You know, I got dragged here by Rosie. She was hell-bent on rebuilding the farm, you see. I was more worried about being found out by the children of Argon. I don't have to worry about that anymore, do I? Maybe I can even become a builder like you. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of building from now on, and if the children don't like it, they can get stuffed. Who dares speak ill of the children of Argon? What foul sinner defies my divine authority? Show yourself, or face the full wrath of my righteous fury. Jiminy Cree! That pastor's got ears on him like a blimmin' bat. If we try hard enough and work together, I reckon we'll have Fortified Farm back in business in no time. When Rosie led us to this ruined farm, I had my doubts about her whole plan. The last thing I expected was to meet a builder here. Still, I expect there must be some advantages to having someone like you around. For instance, you can make buildings, can you not? Perhaps you have already noticed the large red door by the field. I would have you convert the ruined room around it into our new sleeping quarters. The key thing is to ensure the walls are at least 2 blocks high. It would also need a door, of course. Our large red friend is an eminently suitable candidate. You can make the walls from mud if you must, but I think we can both agree that soft wood and floorboard blocks would be much more befitting of a room for yours truly. Once the room itself is built, we must begin to think about the furniture. 2 piles of straw bedding and a light source will suffice for the time being. Blistering baboons, builder, look at this bedroom. It's better than I ever imagined it would be. Now we need not wander about in the monster-infested dark of the night. We can sleep in the safety of this room and wake well rested the next morning. Why, with the builder on board, we need not stop at a single bedroom. We could have houses, hot food, happiness. Meandering mollusks. In all these years I've been thinking they were beings of pure evil. How could I have been so misinformed? My lad, ever since I heard you ring that bell, I've been overcome with a desire to build. This settles it. My days of pandering to the children of Argon are over. I shall leave those fanatics and become a builder. Together we shall bring life back to Furrowfield. And the art of room building is fundamental to that. If you are to be our resident builder, I suggest you hone those skills by building rooms for the rest of your fellow villagers. Now, Tran, my boy, I understand you're in need of seeds. I intend to do what I can to aid you in that regard. For now, this is all I can give you. I found them with my beard when I was combing it this morning. It isn't much, but hopefully I'll have more to offer you soon. There we go. Now I got an extra space. Ah, Tran, I trust that the bounty of my beard, I refer of course to the seeds I gave you, aid you in your quest to restore the deity. We Fortifiedians shall also do our part, tolling in the fields of a morning and sleeping in our fine new bedroom come nightfall, recovering our strength for another day's labor. What will you do while you wait for the cabbages to ripen? Might I suggest you make that lovely bedroom you built for us just a little lovelier? What it needs is a bit of traditional Fortifiedian decoration. Be a good lad and finish it off with some farming tools and a nice stack of firewood, wouldn't you? Ah, I guessed the right button. So we want one of these, one of these. Aha! That's more like it. The smell of the firewood, the rustic ambience of the farming equipment. This was a fine idea, indeed, if I do say so myself. No doubt you noticed that the bedroom you made became a farmer's bedroom. With just a few key additions, you can give a room a whole new identity. People using these unique rooms are much happier than if they had to live in drab, functional cubicles. They will simply overflow with gratitude if you take my meaning. Tran, this new bedroom is incredible. We're one step closer to getting Furrowfield Farm back on its feet. Indeed, my dear. Our next priority must be to find some more healthy soil. We cannot build a farm around a few measly patches of workable dirt. I have heard tell of a curious tribe that once called this island home, who are capable of turning spoiled soil to clean and fertile earth, but I know not what became of them. Still, we can think more about that later. For now, you must have your reward, another sample of my beard's bounty. I should move those other two beds in this room. Okay. See here. Dash. Organize it all later. Alright, let me think here. Let's start building a wall. Okay, so this is the town limit on this way. This is, okay. Think here. So we'll build a ditch first. Say like right here. Dead of night. Dangerous monsters wake up when the sun sets, so be careful adventuring after dark. Jump into bed and go to sleep, and the monsters will be gone by morning. What kind of dangerous monsters are we talking about here? I guess ghosts, because it's a picture of a ghost. I don't see anybody. Alright, we first the first phase of the ditch. It now encompasses the entire area near around the base. At the next level, they'll till and water faster, and I'll get more recipes. Let's go ahead and collect the cabbages. Keep hitting that button to attack. Harvest cabbages complete. Yippee, we did it! We've harvested 15 whole cabbages. Back in the day, furrowfield cabbages were so plentiful that we sent them to other islands. They are famous near and far for their delicious taste and succulent texture. Maybe one day we'll have that many cabbages. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Hmm? Look, Tran, look at the dia tree. We did it! We completed the first task, and I think the dia tree's already looking stronger.
Not bad at all. Maybe I'll finally have something truly worth destroying. Shall I burn it alive, or simply blast it into splinters?
Liminek! We're done for! I knew this old thing were a big mistake! Please don't, Father! We did what you said and the dia tree really did get bigger. We can't stop now.
Very true, Rosie. If you wish to be spared by wrath, you will continue to look after this tree. I suggest you work these fields, as though your lives depended on it.
The pastor's a strange one. I can't quite work out where he's coming from, but at least he didn't destroy the dia tree. All we need now is to find a way to grow a lot of wheat until 50 patches of soil. Well, as far as the wheat goes, there used to be a little mill to the east. It's just some ruins now, but there might still be some wheat seeds hidden there. I'll put a mark on your map so you know where these ruins are. Please, Tran, go there and bring back some wheat seeds. And do this, just add it to your map. Bring back some wheat seeds. We're doing well, but still need to grow some wheat until 50 patches of soil. There might be some wheat seeds in the ruins of the old mill town east of here. It shouldn't be too hard to find, Tran. Just follow your map, find the mill, and come back with some seeds. Now for the next layer, I'm going to build a very large wall. I should have built one, should have chiseled one closer, I think. We'll see. Do they respawn or anything I should look for? Doesn't look like my food sources respawn. Like a stone sword. Stone, a sword of honed stone with a wooden pommel. Let's continue to work on refining things. We're going to extend this one more layer outward, and then I'm going to start building a wall here using this chalk, apparently. If I don't have enough chalk, I'll go mine some more. Oh man, that's gonna be annoying. So this is the first ghost I'm fighting. I'm gonna defeat him though. Hey, Tran, defeating all these monsters has made me even stronger again. I can feel the power flowing through my veins. You don't seem quite so pumped up. I'm starting to get a bit worried about you. That settles it. I just have to think of a trick I can teach you that even a weakling can use. Ah, how about this? Start by charging up all your power into your sword arm. Yeah, that's it. You're better at this than I expected. Now let it all out in one giant swing. Really go for it. Yeah, you did it. Not bad at all, Tran, even for you. Remember, just hold down Y to build up power. Then once it's all charged up, let go and unleash a super spin attack. This should come in handy next time you're in a fight. Tran learns a new ability, Spinning Slice. Eureka! Tran learns a new recipe. A crude cleaver with a stone-hewn head can only be used by Malra. Attack plus 24. Tran gives stone axe to Malra. What's this? Did you make me a new weapon? Ha 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 ha! Thanks, I love it! I'll use this one from now on, but I'll keep hold of the oaken club you made me too. After all, it's the first thing you ever made me. I suppose it's got sentimental value. But if you invent any weapons that would make me deal even more damage, build them straight away and hand them over. Okay, apparently that is not the solution to the puzzle.
Yep. Yep.
A little hint would be nice. Do I fill this one with water? Alright, well I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, so we'll keep moving on. Maybe it'll come to me later. I keep this Naviglobe squeaky clean. Squeak! What brings humans scurrying all the way out here then? Seeking out the Naviglobe, are you? Well, here it is. This beautiful orb right behind me. The instant you lay your hand upon it, you'll gain the power to warp back here whenever you like. Open up your map with the back button, and you'll be able to zoom away to any Naviglobe that you've already touched, or just zip yourself back home if you like. Oh, that's cool. The island's bigger than you might think, especially if you're walking everywhere, so these things are key to getting around. Don't forget to touch any new ones you find. You might be wondering why I'm telling you all this. All the fat rats on this island are just as helpful as me, so you shouldn't be surprised if we offer you some handy hints. I try to strike up a conversation, but there's no response. Let's touch this and get out of here. Whenever you whenever you find a Naviglobe, be sure to activate it, or you won't be able to warp back there later. Okay, maybe now I can warp here and keep my ally with me, because he can't get out of my base. My base is too secure. Whoa. I'm actually heading to the mission by accident. I'm gonna do that. Warp list. Why? Oh, that's cool. I missed this earlier. The book is titled Furrowfield, Land of Plenty. Tran takes a closer look. The farmer's paradise of Furrowfield is far famed for its 5 delicious... The remaining pages of the book have been violently torn out. I'm guessing vegetables. I only have 4 scarecrows though. I mean, I could make a 5th, but... I want to patch in the missing dirt, or missing space. I want to patch in the missing gaps in my base before I build a 5th one. I don't have that much room. Have a little squeak over this hill. Wait, hello human. Are you looking for more of your kind? There's one on the other side of this hill, laughing and swinging a hoe around. You might want to watch out. He seems like a bit of a weirdo. Whoa. Okay. I'm just trying to walk to the left. Let's warp out, and then we'll warp back. Wrong button. I'll show you my base while I'm at it. Okay, I remodeled it slightly. I made the landscape about as flat as my personality. I didn't like all the hills. I plan on moving maybe that building back here, but for right now, I just wanted my 4 fields to be symmetrical to a degree. I mean, it's not symmetrical in any normal way. It's more like a line. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. Not symmetrical. These are the houses to replace the hill that's in this side. These houses all look like this inside. It's a farmer's flop house. We got 8 beds on this one and 12 beds in this one. Little barracks of 4 each. This is what it looks like on the outside. And over here is a little dining area. Place for me to cook quickly. Since I didn't have any places anymore once I tore down the original barn, or original farmhouse. Here's where my cabbages currently are. Cooking supplies are going in there. Got the building supplies next to the bell. It's all subject to change. I mean, I'm only level 1. Once I get to level 2, maybe I will decide I don't like it after all. Is there anything I need to take with me? I don't think so. At some point I'll go back up there and apply the shingles or something. Falling victim. You'll take damage if you fall from a high place. Conserve your health by descending little by little. Well, that's a pretty sharp sound effect for doing just a little bit of damage. I'm only at 33 health right now. It's gonna sound like I died or something. what else do I need? That's a chest up there. I have your chest, dude. Smash it up. Okay, the question mark on the left I couldn't saw, but the question mark south I didn't even see. Tran solves the puzzle.
Yaha!
Yaha! Alright. So let's go east. Here, anything? Chest right there. Anything else? Go get that chest. I can always drop down to whatever's below me later. It's a Hubert in reverse. Will you leave me alone? Puzzle or fighting, not both. I don't even know what to do with this one. Haha, Tran, get a load of this massive building. Do you reckon there's seeds in there? There's only one way to be sure. Let's head in and have a look around. I actually didn't... I don't want to be here. There's still so much of the map to explore. This can be my problem with open world maps, or open world games. I try to do almost everything except for the main mission. And then by the time I get to the main mission, I steamroll it, which is good for me, but I'm not sure it's good for viewers. At least it's different. I didn't know they were hostile, but sure.
Yay!
Tran obtains a fat rat signpost. Silly signpost resembling a rotund rodent blocking the road. Tran solves the puzzle. Way to go, Tran. A squeak at the old windmill. What? Squeak! Hello, human. Normally I'd like to give helpful hints to passerbys, but something has really cheesed me right now. Has me really cheesed off right now, and I need to get it off my chest. There used to be the most wonderful granary down this way, absolutely filled to the brim with wheat. I used to sneak in to grab a bite to eat whenever I was feeling peckish, but now the whole place is completely swarming with monsters. It's far too dangerous for me to steal a snack now. If you're heading that way, I'd be very careful if I were you. Squeak! By the way, the fat rats on this island aren't like other monsters. We're always friendly and try to help people whenever we can. If you run into any of us on your travels, don't be shy. Step right up and have a chat. That's the second time they said on this island, so I'm guessing there's rats on the other islands that are not friendly.